If you have a filed patent application or a granted patent application, let's call it a granted patent, and you're looking to, how do I make money with this patent, or how can I license it, how can I sell it? Now, if you have inquired about it a little bit, you would understand that this is called patent commercialization. The IPR firm who is working on the commercialization generally use business language, create presentations and best representation of your invention, and find out the relevant companies based on what the invention is. Get the list of companies, try to find out the relevant person, send them an email, try to get the appointment, and when the appointment is scheduled, you would be informed that okay, this is the person who is interested in our invention, and you can have a direct discussion, and based on that maybe terms and conditions would be decided, if it is going to be a sell or if it is licensing, exclusive licensing, non-exclusive licensing, or any other form of commercialization activity. And then based on that, the agreements, or what we can say, the rest of the documentation would follow, the negotiation and approval. So this is the normal process. Hence, this is all human intensive activity, and for which companies do charge approximately 30,000-40,000 rupees per month. That's why patent commercialization is, what we can say, a capital intensive job, or what we can say is a little expensive. Even if IPR firms or even boutique firms or even independent patent consultants try to do it, it takes a lot of human effort to do that, and a lot of understanding about the marketplace. Now, considering this exact problem and the cost intensive nature of it, what we try to build is an AI based solution which would help inventors who want to commercialize their patent applications, or let's say granted patents, and who may be not really keen to pay this much value for the human efforts, or let's say the team effort, and they are willing to do some of the stuff which is ready made by utilizing the AI. We are talking about an exceptional solution that we have designed is openipmarket.com. You can actually go and check openipmarket.com. So this is going to help patent owners or patentee in two ways. The first one is the inbound. It can be a platform wherein it's open IP market. So it's a marketplace, and which is open, by the way. We don't have any registrations or anything stopping the other person from finding out your application and finding out your contact details. We'll come to that. But it's basically a platform wherein the marketplace will host your patent as a detailed business listing. It's not only the claims or technical details of your patent, it would be a step-by-step explanation of why this patent is relevant, what industry it is catering to, how big is that industry, if somebody acquires this patent, what they can do, why it is lucrative for startups or even Fortune 500s or mid-segment companies to acquire this. So every important section talks about why acquiring this patent is going to be a best deal for you. And along with that, we do have a lot of infographics, animated videos, anything and everything required to convert the visitor into a licensee, or somebody who is interested in talking to you about your patent. So this is all about inbound. That means people are coming up and finding. Let's say somebody searches for good technology patents in AI, and if your patent is there, filed or maybe granted, then that person can search, read about the patent. It's a business language again, not the technical one. Technical would always be there. We can just have patent granted attached to it, and he decides to contact you. He can have direct contact in front of him, just like any other marketplace wherein the seller contact are exactly available. So there is no registration, no fees in between. That's why it is open IP market. And the other benefit of it, the other side of it is, naturally you would like to know, this is my patent, this is filed or granted patent, this is my form 2, or let's say the patent application. Now, which are the companies which might be interested in licensing or buying it from me? Now, for that, we need to understand two things. First is understanding our invention, and second is understanding the technology or the field of the company interested in. So even this is handled by AI, and very effectively for that matter. You can just have a trial login and check out if you can find out who are the relevant companies for your invention. Now, this can be found out globally. Let's say your invention is more relevant in US or European side. So you can just upload your patent, it would be saved, and you can just type in, just let me know North American companies who are in the health tech industry having more than 5 million in revenue, and list down who would be interested in my invention. Or even if you don't explicitly mention this, you can just say, okay, this is my patent, and tell me relevant companies in India who would be interested in either licensing or buying it from me. So AI does its job probably as good as, or even sometimes better than humans. It will come up with a suggestive list, which will have the reasoning also. Sometimes your patent might be X, and the company or the suggestions for the company from AI would be, this firm is not working exactly in X, but they have Y, which is very aligned to your X services. So they might consider you positively because it would be a good tie-up for them. So direct product match would be always considered, but then sometimes they will go extra mile and show some of the interested companies who might be interested in talking to you. It doesn't stop there. We can just check box all these interested companies and you know put it in your pipeline like interested, contacted, the negotiation is happening. You can just move them around in your software or the application open IP market. And not only that, we do help with all the type of communications throughout the first phase, wherein you are reaching them as a cold email, the call script, or the elevator pitch, wherein you are to explain your idea to somebody like director or owner of the firm who don't have much of the time to listen to you. So within 30 seconds or 60 seconds, you should be able to mention the value of your invention. Even that is called elevator pitch. So sales mails, and explicitly talking about the benefits of your invention and how it is going to help their industry or their company to make most of it. So all these communication pieces, hundreds of them, are auto created by AI. You just need to drop down and select, look, okay, I'm going to contact this firm, which is, let's say, health tech firm in South India, maybe Bangalore, and I want to write a sales letter for it. So it's just drop down. You don't even need to write the prompt. And based on our invention, based on whatever we found out in our entire research from the AI, it will write a beautiful sales letter that can go and the meeting can be scheduled. You can also say that, okay, these are few things I want to license. So just suggest me what should be the percentage rate if I am to take the licensing fees, or let's say the royalty for this. It can also suggest that. And there are a lot many things, even in the legal side, that it can suggest. Of course, they are AI generated documents, so you can actually review it from the any other expert if you really want the human revision. But long story short, if you see the entire life cycle of right from generating interest to the licensing and selling the patent application is actually being handled by this open IP market, and the cost is mind-bogglingly simple, or we can say absolutely affordable. The cost is only 9,900, or let's say less than 10,000 per year for one patent application. Now, why is that? Because the human efforts are actually being replaced by the AI, which are intelligent and capable of handling, understanding the context of our invention, understanding the market data, and understanding the companies who might be interested in buying your invention, and it is creating all the required pieces in between. So that's why even this absolutely affordable cost for any patent owner is possible. That is 10,000 rupees or less than 10,000 rupees for one patent application per year. So imagine you can just upload the patent application. It would be creating a fantastic uh, a landing page, or let's call it a marketplace page, which in detail in itself capable of selling your patent altogether. It will also have your profile photo, your credentials, your email ID and contact details, WhatsApp number, etc. Or he can just place an inquiry and reach you, and then you can actually share this link as your the best possible representation of your invention. It's a business language. It's really convincing. You can share it as a ego piece. You can keep it as a status, or you can keep it on LinkedIn, and it will start fetching the interest from the relevant industries or companies. But in itself, it's inbound. I mean, it has SEO. It is good ranking, and whenever somebody trying to search for such marketplaces for patents or IPR, they would be definitely finding our open IP market, and then your invention would be visible. That's one side of it. And the second side is also covered in the same pricing and the same package, which is you on your own finding out which are the relevant companies I need to contact to. The list is in front of you. You can shortlist few of them or maybe all of them, and it can move in the pipeline like email sent, call placed, contacted, interested, the meeting happened, and then licensed or sold. So even this can be handled in the application itself. So altogether, I think this would be a this is already being appreciated by a lot of inventors. We do have more than 150 clients now, And this is particularly helpful for companies, even for patent attorneys who would be commercializing these for their clients. And this is particularly being found to be helpful for educational institutes for whom the NIRF ranking or their university college ranking is important, and commercialization plays a very important role for them as well. So it's an interesting tool. Please find out. We have a trial also wherein you can use some credits and upload your patent and play with it. And I'm sure you are going to like it. So please comment and let me know in case you want to know more about this. Thank you so much for your time. Take care.